Hello and welcome to Supplywise, the what and why for residential, commercial, and industrial building supply. I'm your host, Andrew Stevens of Mountainland Supply, and today we're talking again with Quinn Brown, Geosynthetic Sales Manager at Mountainland Supply, backed by popular demand.
Woohoo! Good to be here. Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about Grass Guard.
Yes.
And all the great benefits that you get with protecting your grass with this product.
Well, let me explain to you a little bit about what Grass Guard is. It is a synthetic system that's meant to be laid directly on top of grass that's already down and to reinforce it. So if you need any vehicular traffic, parking, or heavy foot traffic, dogs, golf carts, anything along those lines, it's meant to reinforce the grass that you already have in place. So what you do is you essentially roll it out, pin it down over that existing grass section that, let's say, you're going to be you're a park and you're going to have, say, a farmer's market every Saturday. And you know that people are going to park there all summer, and you know last year you lost your grass. You can lay this out, you can pin it down, your grass will eventually grow up so it disappears. You can mow over the top of it, but what it does is it causes reinforcement on top, so your cars can park directly on top of it. It's not going to rut it, it's not going to destroy it, and it's not going to tear your grass out.
Awesome. When we moved into our most recent house, owners had a dog beforehand, and there was a clear path where that dog took from the back fence all the way to the dog run where he lived. And we knew exactly where that dog was running.
Well, and it's funny you say that, because the product was initially designed, like I said, for more parking applications, heavy traffic, trails, golf courses, that kind of stuff. But we've actually had quite a bit of demand for people to put it along the back of their fence, either where the dog is digging or where the dog is running, so it doesn't create a path. The other place where we've sold quite a bit of it is into parks. Let's say you have a restroom in the park, and let's say they have a sidewalk that goes to it, but everybody walks off the other side of the kind of platform in front of that restroom, and there's a dirt trail that started just because people have worn off the grass. It's another perfect application for that.
Yeah, it goes to protecting your investment, making everything looking fantastic. I love that you can just park on it. Like, if you've got, or like every summer there's some kind of city event. You know, around here in Utah County, Orem has their Summerfest, and Pleasant Grove has Strawberry Days or what have you. So if you've got an event where you need to park on some grass, this will protect that.
That's just it. It can either be permanent or temporary. We've sold some to a movie production company up in Park City where they rolled it out into somebody's front lawn so they didn't have to replace the front lawn. So they could drive their vehicles out, have them there, have their production trucks, everything right on site, and then they drove off, rolled it up, threw it in the back, and took it to their next project.
And it doesn't hurt the grass pulling it out either or anything.
I mean, we've sold it to cemeteries where they've laid it down between the rows of headstones, so they can track out to those to dig a new plot without having to tear out the grass or not causing any damage, especially if it's wet. So, we've sold it to farmers markets, anything where they're going to be heavy traffic, or anywhere where you're going to possibly be parking.
Right. So yeah, if you're a city or municipality, and you've got one area that you see just tons of people cutting through or anything like that, you can lay that down.
Anything cutting a path. And here's the deal: even if you wear the product's about 1/4 inch thick, so even if you wear the grass off down to the actual product, you're still saving the grass. You still have 1/4 inch of grass that will continue to grow up instead of taking it down to the dirt. And that's where we've seen a lot of successes with golf courses and the transition. So a lot of times, your golf cart comes off your paved trail and then drops down onto the golf course, or right in that kind of 4-foot transition down that hill. It always destroys the grass. Every year they come back in and they put in new sod, and every year that same sod gets torn out. So this is a perfect application where they can put that in that site. The cart can drive directly off, and it might take off, it might pull some grass, but you're never going to lose the whole thing. And especially with it being wet and as much as they water, you're going to have stability too, so that's not going to rut, which is going to cause further erosion of your actual grass.
And it's just cost savings type of thing. Tons of time savings, so you're not every summer you're going to have to lay down new sod or anything like that. You can protect it. And
as far as installation goes, any golf course crew, any city crew, my 7-year-old son, I mean, anybody can install it. Like you literally kick it out and pin it about every square foot, because you want to have it pinned down just nice and tight to that grass. But yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Where any other product that can offer the same type of stability, the same type of structure to your dirt so you can park on it, you're going to have to dig the whole thing out and start from the ground up. So this is a really neat product where you can deal with exactly the conditions that you have on hand.
Yep, and it's a convenience thing for yourself, and also for any, like, if you've got guests coming over for like a big, neighborhood barbecue or something like that. It's convenient for them that they can, they can even park on, they can park up on places they wouldn't normally be able to park without tearing up the lawn, so that way you can get closer to your event. And
everything. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, thanks for coming on to chat about this.
Yeah, glad to be here. And if you guys would like any more information, please reach out to mountainland.com.
That's right.
Yeah, any of us, we can take care of you.
Yeah, that's right. Mountainlandsupply.com. You can check it out. We tons of contact information on there. We are there to help out. You can find this podcast at mountainlandsupply.com/supplywise, wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Make sure you tune in each week to find out more about the products and services that make you supply wise.